So I just watched this Cauttyh video about how we shouldn't complain about the anniversary event and how it's perfect and we should worship AGS and Smilegate, kiss their toes for even considering us or giving us anything at all. Um, and I'm exaggerating a little bit, but yeah. Basically, his point is that people are upset that the anniversary event didn't give us extra skins, and you know we need to discover Pornhub. Um, we don't need more thongs, and this will help us buy more thongs in the future. I know I get most of it's a joke, kind of, but again, there is a little bit of he's kind of demeaning when he's saying it, and he means to be demeaning. So I'm going to take offense to that. Um, I'll just lay out my biases straight up. I wished that we got more skins, at least two anniversary skins. One on the New Year's and then one now. They didn't give us. They gave us dog shit for the New Year's, and now they're giving us one anniversary skin, which is I think the bare minimum. You know, um, and I'm a little upset. I think that we should at least get somewhere near what Korea is getting instead of Korea getting loads more than us. Korea, I'm pretty sure got two legendary skins and two anniversary skins. I could be wrong. It could have been one legendary. I don't really remember. But I just think at least show us that you care a little bit. Like it's obvious they do not care that much about the West. AGS does, but Smilegate doesn't. So at least just give us their hand me downs. Give us Korea's hand me downs is all I'm asking for. And we didn't even get that. We get like stupid animal skins. But anyways, that aside, I'm just laying my biases up front. Letting you guys know my position on it. As opposed to talking or like speaking down to people like brother Cauttyh here, right? In a demeaning fashion. So my issue with this is right, most of his calculations are okay, nothing wrong with them, but he misses a very simple, basic math, stuff you learn in fucking elementary school here, with his weekly calculation, right? That makes it very misleading as to how much we actually get. Sure, you can say, oh, at least we're getting something. I don't give a shit. I'm being petty, maybe nitpicky too. Don't care, right? This calculation is wrong and just shows how, NA math, right? The education system has failed us. He can't do basic math and he chalks it up to you're getting this much for free. You're not getting that much for free. You're getting a fourth less than this for free. Okay, if we're gonna be honest here, right? And a fourth less is a lot. You can do a lot with that gold. It amounts to around 3 raids worth of gold. And I'll show my calculations a little bit. Ranting. So yeah, actually just go straight to the calculations. I'll stop ranting. Right. So for my calculations, leaf stones 130 gold. Right now they're actually fluctuating between 120 and 130. I'm just gonna take the upper end of it, the 130, and it helps strengthen his argument as opposed to mine. I could use the deflated number, but I don't think that's fair. I'm not gonna be disingenuous as he seems to be. And yeah, I think it's fair to use it too because last week they were 130 gold before the event, and the event is probably artificially lowers the price. So the prices they may stay 130 forever. They may go down. They may go up after the event. Who knows? But 130 I think is a fair price. And for the shards, I put them at 300 gold for 1,000 shards. The actual price right now is actually 250. There's a big wall of 500 shard bags at 250 right now. But I'm just gonna, I'll just say 300 gold. Again, it only helps his argument, not mine, right? Anyways, event shop, no issues with his calculations here. I got around for 40 leap stones, you get 5,200. For 50,000 shards, you get 1,500 gold's worth, right? So you're getting around 20k gold free, basically, right? And then for the birthday bash event, for the Belshazzar one, I just took the little leaps and I rounded them up to radiants. So you're getting basically 15 radiant leaps. And these are the leaps for everything else. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about all of them. They're right there, right? You could see them in the game. For the Chaos Dungeon one, I saw they give you 6 free Chaos Dungeons, right? So I went online, I found this table. I've used this table before for my own calculations to see where I need to be at certain points or how many chaos dungeons I need to run to reach my goals. Um, so on average, you get 6 leap stones per singular chaos dungeon, right? And you get 6, so I have 36. And you get around 12,000 shards, so 74,000 shards for 6. Um, for this 25, I remember early on in the game, I don't know if this is misinformation, if this is real, or whatever, but you're supposed to get 1 boss rush ticket a week, right? So I'm just 6, basically a week. So plus I just added 25 leaps here. I don't know if he added this into his calculation. Don't really care. I'm just trying to show all my cards, show every calculation I did, right? So in total, for the birthday bash event, you're getting 316 radiance, and you're getting 179,000 shards, right? Which amounts to 41,000 gold and 53 or 54,000 gold, for across both, right? So the total amount you're getting for free one time is 94,780 gold, right? This isn't including the gold you get for completing each tier. I think maybe he included it, maybe he didn't. I don't know. I didn't really care about the birthday bash calculations. If you do include it, it's probably around 21k. You get from it 20,000, so it comes out to be a little bit more than what he has here. But whatever. I don't really care about that. So you're getting basically 100k gold for free, right? Let's just say that. Okay. Um, and that's okay. Pretty nice. These are mat prices. You could probably add Orehas in, and it would inflate it even more. You could add the redstones in if you need them. It could inflate it more. I'm just strictly leaps and shards. You're getting this much gold. From the birthday bash, right? And then the event shop, you're getting 20,200 gold a week, right? This is actual free value. My issue comes when he puts in the gold frog calculations, right? So he omits this very important part where every purchase from the gold frog for every box is 6,000 gold for the mats, So he says, oh, it's negligible gold, so you don't even have to worry about it. Everyone can get it. No, it's not negligible gold. Every bit of gold counts, Like if you're gonna say that, like just be straight up and say you're being dishonest, right? You get 120 leaps a week, and you get 40,000 shards a week from the gold frog, right? Now I have issues with the gold frog and how it's being implemented now, but get into that later. But yeah, this is basically how much you get a week, right? So basic math. This isn't like something insane. I'm not a genius for figuring this out. You put in, you are at a net negative for buying these 2 boxes. Each box is 6,000 gold, so you're at negative 12,000 after buying them, and then you start adding the actual value of the boxes. Okay, and wouldn't you know, my number was 12,000 gold less than his number, a fourth of his number, right? He's, again, you can say it's not that much, but it is a lot, and I'll show how much you can actually get with this, right? So with this 12,000 that he's not showing here, because again, he's trying to boost his numbers, frame it as, it's pretty good if you think about it. No, it's worse than what he put up, right? It's not terrible, but it's not amazing either, right? It's not 50k gold. It's 3,500 gold, 3,600 gold, right? And so basically, back to the calculation, 12,000 because you pay 6,000 for each box, depending on which box you actually care about, right? And then it comes out to 15,600 gold. This is contingent on the fact that you would buy leap stones. Again, that you consider the amount you save currently as positive gold, as free gold. So each of these leaps costs around 60 gold, something like that, while leaps now cost 130 gold. So if you consider the difference between that, the 70 gold difference, as positive, as you gaining gold, as that being free value, then yeah, you could say you gain 15,000 gold, 15,600 gold, right? If you get no value from it, then no, you don't actually gain this much. You only gain 20,200 gold a week, right? That is the real gold value. And for someone like me who doesn't need shards, then it gets even lower here. This event shop value becomes 5,000 gold. And this here actually, it does boost the price here, but it's still not an amazing value. It'll lower this one so much that it doesn't even matter. So again, my point is, this is basic math, right? It could have taken him 3 seconds to put this together. Instead, he boosted this number up to kind of make his argument seem better. And it's fucking disingenuous or stupid or both. And that's basically the whole video. That's all I wanted to say. He doesn't know how to do fucking math, or he's being disingenuous. Yeah. And I realized that I didn't add how much you can buy with 12,000, so I'm gonna do it right now real quick. We look at leaps right there. Again, like I said, they rebound between 120 and 130. So let's look at leaps right now. You buy 100 leaps, basically 12,000 gold, right? And you can say 100 leaps isn't a lot. You're right, it isn't. It's garbage, right? It's 5 taps on a real piece, right? But that's basically how much you're getting from the gold frog. You're getting 120. It's only an extra tap, So 12,000 is not negligible, again, right? And we can look at, let's say, Oreha, right? Right? Oreha, it's around 47 gold, so like what, 300? Probably like 250. Yeah, so 250 Orehas for 12,000 gold. Again, it's a lot. And like I said, 12,000 gold is like a third of a skin, right? So for me, that 12,000 gold I save, after 3 weeks, I can buy myself a skin, right? A skin lasts forever. It's there for me. I can wear it as many times as I want to, right? 12,000 gold is a level 7 gem. 12,000 gold is a lot of things. 12,000 gold is 3 raids with boxes. It's 2 raids without box. So it's not nothing. It's not free. 12,000 gold is 12,000 gold. It's worth something. It's not worth nothing, right? So when you omit that just to make the thing you're saying look better, it's kind of fucking dumb, especially when it's a fourth of your argument, a fourth of the thing you're portraying, right? So there's that thing, right? There's the other thing where I agree with him, even though, again, like 2 months ago, this guy was like, "Oh, I wish I could do more on my main. I wish I could play on my main more. I wish, I love playing my main. Why is this game focused so much on roster?" Right? A couple months ago, that was him, bro. That's what he was saying, and now he's suddenly I love progressing my whole roster type of person, right? Whatever. In my eyes, you see this event, right? And you get less leaps on a single person on your roster, right? But you get more leaps across the whole roster, and you use more gold across the whole roster, right? So when we look at it like this, right? Let's say you get 60 leaps per character, right? So for a normal person who has 6 characters, you'd get 360 leaps, right? Which would cost 18,000 gold. Yeah. That's 6,000 gold that you're deleting from the system. Okay, if you think of it that way, right? 6,000 gold more that you're getting rid of, right? Every character now has plus 60 leaps instead of you just getting 120, right? So 120 to 360. Okay, that's the difference. You're losing 240 leaps. You know what else also happens? The price of leaps also tanks, right? Every golden frog, the price of leaps tank, right? When Radiance first came out, there was a golden frog, and the leap prices were fucking 80. Okay, and now look at the leap prices now. They're 130, right? And they're not going down because this event is dog shit, right? Because this frog sucks. because it's focused towards people who champion this main ideology, like Stoops, right? That fucking ruin it for all of us because Stoops is the spokesperson to AGS. And it's fucking annoying, right? Because let's say you could only get 60 of these leaps on each character. Sure, your main is getting less, but then the price of leaps tanks because you're buying more leaps across more characters, you're using more gold, shoving it into like basically oblivion, right? As opposed to into another player's pocket, which deflates the economy, which then in turn deflates the leaps because less people are buying. It's multiple variables playing into it that lower the leap prices. I was theorizing that leap prices were going to go down to 90. Instead, now they're stagnant at 130, right? Because this event is garbage. Because it doesn't matter, right? And it's not gonna go down. I don't believe it's gonna go down. I think max goes down to 120, 110, stays that way until Thaymine. And that's still not a price point I'm willing to pay to buy leaps to push the Thaymine. Okay, so I don't know. They could have solved this whole issue. They could have had it at 60. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe if they do it at 60 leaps for the whole roster instead of 120 for one, maybe it doesn't even solve the issue, right? Maybe the same thing happens, but at least they're giving us something good instead of this half-assed piece of shit, right? So I don't know. That's just just wanted to say that. The thing is that now I'm just gonna get into the ranting part. Someone like him spends $100 a month, right? $100, $200 a month. Someone like me doesn't spend any money at all, right? So, like, I don't know. Like, I again, like I said earlier, I don't have issues with people spending money in the game. You know, when the whole Argos debacle happened, I didn't care that people spent money to get ahead, right? I still don't get it. I don't get mad when people progress using money. They can do whatever they want, right? I do have issues, however, when someone like him drops a heavy dime, drops a grand on the game, like him or Stoops. They drop a grand on the game, and then they turn around and tell you, hey, if you don't enjoy the game, just stop playing, right? Well, you know, it's kind of annoying, and especially like when he starts being demeaning about people who enjoy different playstyles of the game. I enjoy having skins, right? I enjoy buying a lot of skins. I literally the past 3 weeks, all my gold has gone all into skins. I've probably spent $1 million in the past 3 weeks just on skins, right? And I'm fine with that. I'm not fine when they have this garbage event, right? Or it's not garbage. This decent event. It's not amazing like he paints it out to be. It's decent, right? It is almost the bare minimum of what they should be giving us, right? And he turns around and he's like, no, we should be kissing their feet for it. That's what upsets me, you know, for someone like this who has already, who has instilled in their sense of self that it's fine for me to spend money. So then they try and justify it by demeaning other people, by saying, oh, you're upset, you shouldn't be because I'm not upset. It's kind of fucking annoying. And he says many times, am I crazy? Yeah, you are crazy. And you're out of touch too. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to say. Oh, one more thing. He says that this gold value can go into buying skins later on. Again, that's assuming that it's not against your principles to buy these progression materials, right? That's again on that contingent on that you actually care about both progression and skins. The legendary skin, if we look at current prices, every piece is 50,000 gold, right? And a legendary skin is 4 pieces, which is quite a bit of money if you look at it that way, right? And some skins, they cost even more than 50,000. So let's just look at it 50,000, 200,000 gold, right? 200,000 gold times 2, right? And then each of the other skins is around 35,000 gold. So 70,000 gold for the anniversary skins, right? So you have 400, let's round it up to 500k just for my argument, right? 500k worth of gold that you are missing, right? Because they didn't give us it in these gifts. While here, you have 100,000 gold and then you have 50,000 times 6, right? So 400,000. So those skins are actually worth more unless you don't care about skins, you know. Again, which then makes them almost not worth that, worth nothing basically. But then again here, what if progression materials to you aren't worth this, so they're worth nothing? So again, just be just be a little bit more genuine when you're framing an argument, when you're framing your point of view, rather than being a dishonest piece of shit like this guy. So